Okay, we're at King Ash Bay. This is our view from the caravan over the MacArthur River. Our van's back around there. Yeah, we got some neighbours, but the sites are all big, you're not on top of each other. So we go from that to that, all the way around. So we're only going to stay here for 2 nights, but we've actually been here for a week. Managed to catch up with old work colleague in Piers, having dinner with him tonight up at the Barra. And yes, the river's full of crocodiles. Fishing's a bit ordery at the moment. Talking to all the guys who've been out. I got a small queenie last night on the dead bait I had out. When I wound it in, just had a head, so he was even smaller. So a shark or something got in the river, so I've got sharks in it. And yeah, so we ended up here for a week, like I said. It was longer than what we envisaged, but hey, that's what happens. Moving on tomorrow, I'm denied about going and following the Savannah or cutting down. We're probably going to keep going on the Savannah, even though it's rough as guts. Want to go to a place called Lost City. We're going to give Lomareium Springs a miss because of the cost involved in that. It's $30 per person per night, $50 for a meal. So we'll probably give that a miss, I think. Maybe do it another time. It's pretty dry anyway if all the places are in it, and it's mainly a 4-wheel driving point. So we'll probably give that a miss and head up past there, find somewhere else to spend the night, and then on to Mataranka. That puts us pretty close to getting into Perth, bloody hell, Darwin. So yeah, all good. So this place, people will say is no good unless you're a fisherman, but I don't know, just for kicking back for a few days doing nothing. You know, the parks, we're unpowered. There is powered sites, we're unpowered, but we've got water, which is plenty for us. So we've just been running off the solar, and the water's handy. Yeah, you know, and right along the beach. When I say the beach, the river edge. So yeah, and if you want, you can hire a couple of houseboats. I don't know what they cost. You've got 3 here, so one's gone somewhere. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, we'll catch up tomorrow when we're back out on the bouncy road. Good morning. It's Monday morning, I think, and we're back on the road. We've just spent 6 nights in at King Ash Bay. We're only going to do 2, but yeah, it's just a nice place. We had water, and so once you've got water, you may as well stick it out. We've been on the road a bit, so we just decided to pull up, camped there for a few days, and went out. Had the opportunity to catch up to an old work colleague, Rod. We had dinner last night with him and his partner, Mel. It was yeah, really just great to catch up with somebody else from the old days working with Vicpol. Pretty amazing, you come all this way into Northern Territory to find somebody that's also on the road, yeah, enjoying life, and going through similar struggles to my good start self. So it was just a nice place to relax. We had a nice bar, you know, the water views over the river. Actually put the fishing rods in, didn't do brilliantly well, but I did catch something. It was a little queenie, and managed the shark to take half of that overnight or whatever when he was on the line. night, so I've got to head back. So to prove I caught something. But now we're heading down to the Lost City. We've been wrestling for the last couple of days whether we're going to stick on the Savannah or do the bitumen down to Daily Waters and up to Darwin. But just talking to a few people, and Rod, who's done extensive travelling up through here. We only do it once, so we'll just take our time. I'll probably let the tyres down a little bit more. It's not very flash apparently, but so we expect to get bounced around a bit later today. It's not too far really, so we're still on the bitumen now, heading towards Cape Crawford. Not going that far to Turnip, we'll be up here somewhere. Yeah, so it's been good. It's been a good 6 days, just kicking back, enjoying the sun, no rain, just relaxing with the. I suppose some people wouldn't be happy with it, but it's probably not for everyone. There's not a great deal to do there unless you fish and got a boat, but it is a very, very well put together little park, given that it's a fishing club that run it. It's amazing, to be honest with you. You've got mechanics, good supermarket, petrol, gas, everything, and it's a fishing club. So yeah, we'll check back in when we get to the Lost City, hoping to stay the night there, and we'll show you what that's all about, and then we'll be back on the road again probably tomorrow, I'd say. Just see how it all pans out. Okay. So signpost Lemon National Park is where we're heading to. That's where the Lost City is. This is what's ahead of us. There's a caravan up ahead of us, a smaller one. It's where the dust. But this road won't be like this very shortly, although, you know, if you want, you can try doing 110. Good luck. But yeah, we've got this now until we get to basically Roper River. So I think nearly just under 400, about 350 k's. But hey, that's what it's all about. Yeah, hi guys. So we take a bit of vision of Savannah Way. We've probably been on it 10-15 k's. So this is what we're dealing with. Not too bad at the minute. I'm probably about to miles myself. Still running the same air pressure as I was. Still running the same air pressure at the tyres that we did on the other little bit. I'm about stopping and narrowing down a bit more. It's alright until I just started mozzing myself. But this is what we've got, probably for about 400 odd k's, this sort of condition. So just wanted to show you a bit of the scenery that's around. Yeah, it's not something you get to see every day. We'll just take our time and plod along. Hopefully don't do too much damage to anything. The van is, I think I already said, we've stuffed the grill in it. It's fallen down inside the oven, but the oven's subject to a recall anyway at the moment, so we might just change it out when we get to Darwin. I'm not sure yet. I tried to fix it, I glued it up, but I'm not getting any gas flow into it, so it's not a biggie. We don't use the oven, we cook outside most of the time, so it's no real dramas. Other than that, it's just a matter of tightening up screws every time after we've been on the road. So I just go over the van, some of the screws come loose, and yeah, but it's probably surprising how good it all stands up to it. Saves a bit of stress. Anyway, we'll catch you later. Cheers. Okay, we're coming into the southern lost city. We got lost ourselves. We took a wrong turn and ended up another 40 odd k's out of the way. So by the time we returned, we've probably done an extra 100 k's today that we didn't need to on the gravel. But that's okay. It's all part of it. So we're hoping that we can get a campsite down here. There's not a great deal of room, I'm led to believe. Just see a couple of camps with trailers coming out the other way. But the road was rough. Hello to my puppy dogs. And yes, and we know with the doors come ajar again on the bloody ensuite, so that's a pain in the arse, but it's just a design problem, I think. So yeah, everything down to 25 k's and less. Times coming in here. This is 4 k's off the Savannah Way. Get you a bit of history of the joint when we get here, but this is just the way in. And we'll catch you if we can camp here. If we can't, we're camping somewhere on the side of the road here. So we'll catch you shortly. Okay, this is where we are, Southern Lost City. Finding the habitats in it, so where all the animals, keep your eyes open. I'm not sure we'll see too much at this time of day at the moment. So these are all the rock formations, obviously, as we walk around this track here. Although
we go this way, Sarge, follow the markers.
It's saying go that way. So it's 2.5 k's, about 1.5 hour. Grade 3, which is easy. There's actually several lost cities in the area, or what they call lost cities, which are these rock formations. So that's all happens. And it becomes just erosion, basically. Oh, there's some sure there rock wallabies here. That's nice. Anyway, we're here, so that's what we're sort of looking at. We'll get better pictures of that as we get going. Jeanette seems to think we go that way, but
well, that's what does this say? Begin walk the direction.
Oh, markers
with markers.
Sweet reads of directions. That's the main thing. So we're off. Starting the walk, goes up through that way, and we'll be back around here. I'll just keep it on for a minute. It's probably nothing too spectacular to start with. We'll get going as we get going. And for those interested, walking shoes on. So this is what we're looking at. Haven't got a hurly-durly yet. Imagine we'll get one soon. This is just the start, so we'll keep going for a little bit. We're just starting to get into it now. Sorry about the shaking, I'm just moving the thing around. Say hello to everyone as we walk up through here. Us, whoop. Us goes this way. We haven't booked, so we're probably just going to camp up in the car park. Only now in the Northern Territory, you got to book everywhere. I don't know. Just people just pulled up. I don't know if they're booked or not, but we got going. There's only about four spots to park, but there's plenty of room just in the car park. We're just going to sit in the car park, I think. I'll come and do this walk again later tonight or early in the morning. It'll be worth it. Just with the different colours, I think, as the sun goes down. Ouch. Yep, put you away for a bit. Hope you get the scale of that. Just the path and the ground. And that's way up it goes. Keep the video on for a bit. See what's around the bend. Lost my signpost. There we go. Going this way. They only put in the first 3 or 4 posts for your track, and then they take them all out, and that's how it got its name, a lost city, because you just wander around wondering how you're going to get out of here. That's the boss. Looks like we go up this way. Isn't it good that OH&S has caught up with the lost city? They've probably had some unemployed people down here with sandpaper, just making the edges a bit smooth so you don't cut yourself on. It's very good of them. Mate Dan in Victoria might have could have an idea, put some people out in parks and smooth some rocks down. I just so want to climb up there and push that top one off. It's not going to happen, but just sitting on that tiny little piece, amazing. Hey? Yeah. Yeah, you're probably getting sick of looking at rocks, but I think I was talking to old mate Rod yesterday. Just got to look past that they're just rocks and the significance of how these were all formed and how old they are. There's a range over the back there. I don't know if it's going to pick up on here. Slowly getting higher. It's going to be magnificent to get to the top, I have no doubt about that. just looking at this here. Okay, out on a rock edge, as you can see. Just picking up the view off the edge. Not that high up, but if we go round, we'll see. I've got to keep my feet in here. Footings, I should say. See Jeanette over there, she's as close as she's getting to the edge. That's alright. We've come back down. It's having to sort of get a picture from above, but you walk across the top, you don't really get to look down. But I suppose from the ground up is just as spectacular. Go down through the track. Not doing the thing. Sorry about the shake, climate. And we're getting towards the end of the stroll, I think. Interesting. Lovely and cool in here. I don't know if this is significant in any reasons for the Aboriginal people. I suppose if there was, there'd be art here. I don't know. There's nothing on the sign to suggest it is, but guys, we're morning at the Lost City. I'll just take you for one last little look over here. We'll see this toilet block. It's where we camped up overnight. There's no guy just here, but this is our camp overnight. Really peaceful, beautiful sunrise coming up over the back there. Just take a quick walk up here. Not that you can really see that much through the trees, but we nearly never got here. As I said yesterday, we took the wrong turn, and Janet was saying just keep going. I said no, we need to go back. We need to come and see this, which was a bit unusual for this little black duck, because he's normally looking for the easiest way out these days with the old PTSD, but you can see it through the trees. And yeah, she's it was well worth the effort to come back the 100 odd k's that we had to come back to, but well, when I say 100 odd k's, 100 odd k's round trip, but just you know, it just goes to show with the PTSD, what I battle with every day, and that's decision making. It's a pain in the ass just to make a decision, split second decision, and stick by it and back my troops and do everything by it. And now it's yeah, it's not like that anymore. It's yeah, you fight your own mind all the time with what to do, and I suppose it all comes back to that safety side of things with PTSD, where and what you feel safe, which is what this is all about, because this certainly takes you out of your comfort zone a hell of a lot. And that's what I want to try and portray through this, is that here I was 4.5, 5 years ago, bawling my eyes out the drop of a hat. Couldn't make a decision to save myself, didn't really know where life was going to take me, to be honest. And then dealing with the realisation that, you know, I wasn't going to be a copper anymore, and what that meant and where all that went. Not being able to go outside, not being able to go in shopping centres, not being able to go in the pub, just solely because of the noise, and just feeling totally overwhelmed and uncomfortable. So you know, this is the sort of portray to those guys, and somebody knows someone with PTSD even that was suffering a mental illness. Really, there's a, you know, it's not because the person's lazy that they won't get up and do that. It's not because the person's unmotivated that they won't get up and do something. It's just solely the way their brain is. And you know, they have to learn the skills, as I have over, you know, 4 or 5 years to live with it. And it's a complete change of life. So, you know, I'm not saying tread easy around them, try to understand where they're at, I suppose, is the easiest thing. Certainly don't make excuses. That's what I said to Jeanette in the early days. I said, you know, if I'm doing things that are wrong, saying things that are wrong, because I didn't even realise you need to be pulled up, and you need to be made aware that those things are happening, so that you can at least in your own mind start to address them, even though that's as hard as what it is, because sometimes it's hard to see that you know, these things are happening. But anyway, we'll push on today. I've aired the tyres down a little bit this morning again, just took a couple more pounds out. The road wasn't too bad yesterday. It was rough, really rough in sections, but it just, I don't know what the road's going to be like going forward. I know this road's not good, full stop, Savannah Road. We've had the rivets in the stove give way in several spots. Why the hell you put rivets, aluminium rivets, into steel, I don't know. With vibrations, it's going to chew through like they have to take the heads off. Well, probably 3 or 4 of them. So that'll be something we'll sort out when we get to Darwin. We don't use the stove, so it's not a big issue. But it's just annoying that, you know, they build something that's on the road getting vibrations, so it's just going to move like it does and act like a hacksaw and cut the heads off them over a period of time. Anyway, we'll be in touch at the next stop. As I say, not sure where that is, somewhere west of here. Still got about 300 something k's, maybe nearly 400, just under 400 k's of dirt. So the van itself and the car is so far, knock on wood, is held up pretty well. Plenty of dust and crap on it. Inside the car's pretty good. It's got a little bit of dust, but not too bad. Just keep the air conditioner on, recycling. That thing you can hear there now is a huge fan inside the van. Yeah, but you know, we always knew it was going to be like this. It's not, certainly not whinging. It's just this will all wash off, and we'll have to work on the red stains at some stage. But you can see the inside. Like, Jeanette's packed us up ready to go, but you know, it's clean. And anyone that knows Jeanette knows that she's a clean freak, but it's actually not that much to clean when we get in. We've got a couple little spots that we get a bit of red dust in, but that's only to be expected. Anyway, we'll catch you later, guys. Bye. caravan. Okay, we're now at our stop tonight, probably 2 nights I think. Got enough water, solar's not a problem here obviously, because look, there's the sun. This is a little place called Towns River. I'll be having a fish here this evening. Drop straight off, there's big crocs in here apparently. And it goes up there. There's a few people parked down here. The actual campground, if you like, is right back up the track, nowhere near the river. You just follow down here and it's you're right on the river. How good is this? So this is our home for probably 2 nights I think, unless the fishing's ordinary. I ain't joking. So we're camped up there, got actually friends, Steph and Jack, if you're watching, they're the Tuies over there, or one of the Tuies. I just forget the names now, but I'll inform you shortly. I've got no internet, so you'll have to watch back. Cheers.
I'm hoping that this looks as good on the GoPro, this sunset, as it does in real life. Not real sure. Last night at Towns River, Sarge is good. He's been trying all day for that elusive Barra. He's caught one. It was only a little one. Put him back. He got up at some ungodly hour, like 6 o'clock this morning. But that's okay. He's been feeding the little liveys down there so that he's got live bait to put on for the Barra. So, but even then they're not real. People are saying that the water's probably starting to get a bit too cold, but anyway, so nice sunset. Hope it looks good. Suffering a bit of asthma at the minute. I've got a bit of a cough and stuff like that, but that's alright, we'll get over it. Our little fire. But this is just absolutely spectacular place. If we weren't low on water, pardon me, if we weren't low on water, we'd probably stay another night, because we were a night at Southern Lost City, and then 2 nights here. So anyway, off to Tomato Island tomorrow, which apparently has got 4G, internet, water, dump point, hot showers. Hopefully it's got a washing machine too, because I've got a couple of bags of washing to do. But anyway, all good. Sarge is still trying out there. Let me put my shoes on. We'll go out and see what Sarge is doing. Sarge, what are you catching? Sorry? We'll come across here. Pardon me. Say hello. Oops. Say hello, Sarge.
Hello, Sarge.
No.
Hello all.
Tell them what you've been doing today.
Fishing. Oh well. Tracking lures. I think you call it fishing. Not very successfully. Well, that's alright. I haven't been eaten by crocodiles, that's a plus. There was a big one on the other side this afternoon. And I think that's about it.
Okay, well, we will see you. Oops, we will see you tomorrow from Tomato Island. See you. Before we go, I've got a nice moon this evening, full moon. Not sure what that means for the fish. Probably supposed to catch them, but poor Sarge, good fisherman, out of luck. Anyway, chat tomorrow. Toodle pip.
Hi guys, we have a place called Lomareium Lagoon or something like that.
Something like that. Water lagoon.
It's just a lagoon. It's full of crocodiles, of course, and full of water lilies. So we don't get too close to the edge, but it's pretty big. I'm not going to drive round all through there. It's pretty tight, just the van on. I assume there's various roads into it, but we've already had to reverse up a bit to try and get ourselves around. But yeah, we thought we'd pop in here and have a look. Some people, we said, the birds are amazing. There's some birds flying across there now. And just a lake full of water lilies and lots of wind. So wind blowing through, lots of dust. Try and get out the wind a bit. So yeah, that's Lomareium Lagoon. And that'll see us out for the time being.
I'm not sure. Okay, we're Bitter Springs. There's Sarge with his yellow noodle. Is he going to wave? He's waving. Okay, we think he is. He's trying to sit. He's trying to sit on the noodle without going over tea. Might go to a different spot though. There's Sarge. Chilling out. Noodle between his legs. How is it, sweet? Sorry? Can't hear you. That's alright. You getting out now or what?
I've got to get over to the things. Don't push me. Don't push me.
Okay. Bitter Springs starts all the way up there and then you casually float all the way down. It goes around again, round a couple of bends, current drags you down, then you get down to the end, you walk all the way back up again and do it all again. Now we're going to get out without causing a going over tea or something. Whoops, look out. Grab hold of that. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, done.
Morning guys, it's Wednesday the 19th of July. No, stop, it's not Wednesday 19th of July.
Wednesday the 20th.
Wednesday 20th of July. We've been laid up in Mataranka for under a week, 5-6 days. Both been crook. Coming good now though, which is great. Flu, I think. This is the park. It's a busy park at Bitter Springs. The river's just behind there. The springs are 400 or 500 metre walk down the road. Park's quite pleasant.
Got this beautiful shady spot. We've always nobody on this side of us, which has been great. Been a good place sort of to recover. It's mass turnout every morning, and yeah, just the number of people that come through is unbelievable. The van's happy to be on the road, still covered in crap, but I'll find somewhere to wash it eventually. So we're packing up and we're moving to Catherine today. Have a look at the gorge and do those sort of things, see if we can book some stuff while we're there. Probably can't. Everything seems to be pretty booked up here in Northern Territory at the moment. But we'll talk to you then. I'll go pack up and get going. So we're off.
Set up here?
We have.